Hello everyone, I'm Devin Flores, and you're watching my first period weight training project on the skull crusher, otherwise known as the supine tricep extensions. So what is a skull crusher? Well, a skull crusher is an exercise that works out the back part of your upper arm, also known as the tricep. Good work, Devin. But how do you do a skull crusher? Well, I asked this very important question to my English teacher, Miss Kaluuya. Her background on this knowledge comes from her years of being a bodybuilder and her currently owning a Gold's Gym. Here's what she had to say. So the lift I have is the skull crusher, and I'm going to ask you just a few questions.
Mainly you're doing your triceps, but you can also be doing the core and so on, again, depending on how you're balancing yourself on the bench. So you can be using your quads to stabilize yourself. You're obviously, as I said, using your core, but the main thing that's being worked would be your triceps, if you're doing it right. Because if you're not, then you're also going to be using your biceps. So the main thing is not to rock your elbows. You want to keep them locked, and to I'm assuming use of an easy curl bar, although you can do it with dumbbells and other things like that, but easy curl bars are usually what's used. And you want to bring the bar down just a little bit past your forehead. Actually, it should be a little behind your head, and as far as you can, and then do it straight up, again keeping your elbows stiff so you're not rocking them back and forth. You're lying flat on a bench, you do want to try and have the small of your back down. You don't want to be arching it because that can hurt your back. And again, depending on how strong your core is, either you put your feet on the floor to stabilize so you're not rocking back and forth. To make it a little bit more difficult, you can put your feet up on the bench and have your knees bent, because that causes you to use your core a little bit more to stabilize yourself. And then the way we do it when we work out, we will usually do reps of about 8 to 12 reps, but we do 21s sometimes, so we might do 7 of those, and then we do 7 chest presses, just using the tricep, so you're coming from your chest up instead of from back here. And we go up in weight, so we start with the lighter weight and go up usually about 10 pounds for each set.
So from the information that I've gathered from Miss Kaluuya, websites and other books, I have conducted the proper technique for the skull crusher. First, start off by laying down on a weight bench. Keep your elbows closed at a sharp 120-degree angle. Keep the curved bar weight above the forehead, not the eyes. Slowly bring the weight down so that it just stays above the forehead, and then proceed to push the weight away from the head until you return to the extended position. To avoid injury, do not jerk or hyperextend at the end of the movement. There are 2 different types of isotonic contractions happening here. First being concentric contraction. This contraction happens when the weight is being pulled towards you and your tricep muscle is shortening. The second contraction is the eccentric contraction. This happens when the weight is being pulled away from you and when you're extending your tricep muscle. Now, we have learned that an eccentric exercise is superior to building muscle and mass. Now we're noticing a first-class lever here in this exercise. What is a first-class lever, Devin? That's right. And the elbow joint serves as the fulcrum, which lies between the resistance and force applied by the tricep muscle behind the elbow. That is the skull crusher exercise. Not a whole lot of going on because it's only involving and singling out the tricep muscle. If you want to look like this man right here, you should be performing proper technique. Also, we learn what's happening to the muscle during this exercise. Since it's only one, there's not a whole lot, only there being different types of contractions and there being only one type of lever movement. Thank you everyone for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Here are my resources.